Here's our little pocket of poverty. That's Jorge. That's his truck. This right here is my house, and this is the lockdown, the pocket of poverty. That's literally what it is, okay? So we've been here. It'll be 7 years now, and I've been doing a lot of studies, a lot of investigations. And during the, what shall we say? Okay. I am the scapegoat of scapegoats and the ghostwriter of ghostwriters. So all of these people here that don't play with Skylar, well, I say that because I'm O positive. That's my blood type. Here's the geese. You see the geese that they come here all the time. They used to go next door to the field over here at Tcfields, and they made the tennis courts. So now we're walking over here at TC. Now that they come over here and they flock in certain times of the years, obviously this is one now, but since the snow is gone and blown away, and today that big old ice patch melted, they come over here and congregate over here in my old family. I'm part of the Custis, Lees, and old Virginia politics. So anyway, this is the Episcopal. All of this whole, there's a big like triangular, I don't know what kind of shape it is, but the whole block, it's a huge like mound of seminary school. So that they land over there and they fly in at certain times, right? So here we are, stuck in the woods. See what I did there? That's the woods. Woods over there, okay? All of this neighborhood right here is former slave land. Here they come some more. Here they come. They're coming in droves now. So I think that means that's just fantastic, isn't it? Look at them. I mean, they'll land in masses over here. That tree right there, that's Maggie. So I go in through the trails over there, and over there in the corner right through, they have the trails, is where I buried the raven that I found, or rather he found me, Nigel. I don't know why I named him. He was over here one day. This is some months back. So here is our little meander to the school, okay? Now all of these pockets, all of these people were ancestors of the former slaves, okay? Except for, obviously there've been a few families coming in. Now this family right here, they're Hispanic, okay? And there's a lot of them, right? So what I'm doing is I've been going around for these years, you know, working at DCPS, working in dealing with Tcfields, going in and watching all of the injustice. Everything that you go in with system analyzing, anything from social, politics, financial, okay? I'm in here in the scapegoats, okay? Now this is a false narrative that's been placed upon Skylar and I. Now, they call me a criminal, okay? My crime is that I married a narcissist and had a autistic child. You know, I can't even apologize. I cannot apologize for that. I can take accountability for it. Yes, it is my fault. It's my fault that I married him, right? Now, it's my fault that I didn't kill my child. You know, he said that he wanted her and that everything was going to be good. You know, the whole love bombing, you know how narcissism works. And if you don't, you go back to that chapter, okay? Or that book, or that epilogue, whatever. Because people have died under narcissistic attacks. So what we do is we'll come in here every day, okay? Now these are the kids, T.C. Williams, so I'm going to go in. Y'all remember the Titans? Well, they remember me. So this year they're doing a lot of appeasement process. Now, appeasement is, obviously, you want to appease someone, is you just want to make them feel like, oh yes, make them feel better. Now, it's actually a strategy that they use, well, in coercive control as well. But Now, when we're talking about human and civil rights, when we're talking about women's rights, we're talking about his rights. Now, Skylar and I have been dealing with this I've been dealing with this for my life, but I can speak for myself. Skylar cannot. I've mentioned this in every angle now. I've taken the scientific method, very methodical I am, approach to it. When we talk about civil rights, we're not talking about just black or white, purple, green, whatever. I'm O positive, right? I am Bouchard Washington's descendant. I am like the epitome of all of the ancestors that everyone is making all of this money. They see me, they don't see that, right? But that's okay, because they watch TV, they don't see it in real life, okay? So last year, they would come out. Here's Tcfields, all the brand new, okay? So what they do is they keep everyone, so here's Skylar's class right here. What they do is they go in and they nestle them in. It's not inclusive, people. People with people with disabilities, and people like me, white privilege. Yes, people like me with handicapped kids don't get to play with other people because, we're not normal. So, last year, went through because we don't care what color you are, you just don't belong. Wait a minute, I do belong. Okay, so we got the appeasement process, we got the coercive control. I've tried to go in and get all of the administration, all of the faculty, all of everyone to come up behind me and stand with me. Now, here's the office right here. Now, when we go in and talk about inclusion, when we want to talk about inclusion, this, it's semantics, okay? But I'm talking about we have to use common sense, okay? We have to use common sense. Now, this is the front of the building, right? This is the front of the building. Here's one of Skylar's, whatever. They don't like me here because I'm fighting for me and Skylar, right? Oh my God, why rock the boat? I can't swim, I'm a lifeguard. But now, anytime that you want to state your case, anytime that you want to fight for your rights, I do not care what your color is. I don't care where you come from. If you do not have the community, what you see is right over there, okay? If you do not have the community involved, if you have character assassination, if you have somebody that can't swim and they have somebody that's rocking the boat and the person that can't swim, if you have too many people that cannot swim, what happens? The person that can swim gets pushed off, right? No matter what, that's what happens, right? Unless you suck their dick or kiss their ass, right? I don't do that. I don't have sex anymore, right? That could be because of all the rape and, being a sexual scapegoat, but no one cares. So now here we go. And I say that like with a tongue in cheek because, I care, but just because I care doesn't mean anybody else cares about me. That's why you have to instill your own self-love, because you will have a whole community. You will have a whole world against you, okay? Now, you have to do it with a smile. You have to do it with love. And you must do it with panache. My hair is not done today. So, nonetheless, the more obnoxious you are about it. So Skylar comes out. Here we go. Okay, Skylar comes out, and usually, thank you, sir, much obliged. Yeah. Okay, usually the people that come in, they were like, oh yeah, we got your back. Right, and then they go in. They'll say that as an appeasement process. So what we have, what's up, Sky? Right. So what we have are not only in different society, we have a society that actually works in the school and does not work with the system. When you ask them to help, because she's a woman, I'm a woman, we're living under coercive control of an abusive ex-husband and father. Now, saying that out loud will get people like her, hi, we're being abused by her dad who's right, so indifference, okay? But they work here, okay? So I'm just stating a point because, right. Now, when I'm going in, and Skylar too, we don't want to, we don't want to be contagious. We don't want to get hurt. offspring contagious, right? But for me to say something like this is what I hear. Now, I know better. I know better than a lot of people. You don't treat people the way they are. I don't care what color they are. I don't care how they were born. I don't even care where they were born. I don't care. People are people. Yet, when you say people are people, well, wait a minute. Oh, no, you're going to piss somebody off. You know, I walk in a room and I piss somebody off. But you know what? I'm a civil rights activist. And Skylar's rights are just as important as anyone else's. Now, because her dad is in the military, oh, well, wait a minute. We at furloughs, wait a minute. Government's off. Okay, we can't talk about that. Well, wait a minute. We are in America, though. Okay. Now, we do have laws that stipulate that. Now, people that just made me off on this little white privilege, okay, like Aaron Stone, like Mr. Ballas, that has not contacted me since her abuse for 2 years. Now, I've been being nice. Now, technically, I'm not allowed to go in the house. Why? Because, you know, they exclude. Now, exclude and exclude. Now, we've broken down all of the roots, okay, the prefixes, you know, all of the small little letters that go before and behind other people, okay? So I want to not be abused by every angle of society, right? Now, why should I have to worry about people like her, that when I stand up for our freedom, or for Skylar's happy now. I've taken all of my life and dedication to do this, okay? Now, you did see how that girl waved me off, right? Now, that's white privilege right there, okay? I get it, I understand. She can't be bothered. She just can't be bothered, you know? So, I'm going in, and I'm just bothering people. Now, me being me, because of Lisa and Diane and David, yeah, that's just how they do. Now, when I go in to take her off tomorrow, when I go to pick her up tomorrow, you know, take her, drop her off, it'll be Thursday. Surely I will come out with some kind of backlash. Now, every time that I do something to unsilence the effects of the grip of abuse of the social system, or the broken system, or whatever word you want to put in front of it, okay? The systemic abuse of women is disgusting, okay? You tell them, girl, you tell them. So they have this new movie out that is talking about the same thing that we've been talking about. Sorry about that, we have to go through buses. So they have another movie that, it's for the sexes or something. Anyway, so all of these movies that are getting like box office and oh, look what they're doing. These are literally what we are living through, okay? These are literally what we were going through. Now, I said this to this lady. I said this, here, hi Skylar. Say hi, Oprah. Hi, Oprah. Okay, so now I said this to this lady here. Now, I'm white-ish. Okay, I'm whitish. I know my hair's dyed and stuff. I don't care what color I am. I'm just talking to whoever I can piss off most to get angry to think. And then come back to me and debate this, okay? Are you black? Good. Are you Puerto Rican? Are you good? Are you Caribbean? Wherever you're from, I don't care. If you want to come to me, let's talk about this, because I have all of the documents. So, we have all of the buses that they would come in, and I'm going to go in through the documentation with that too. Now, they would pick her up over here and come all the way around here. Now that they said, well, she's not on the bus line, okay, that's great. So what we have is, we have to come through, find babysitters, find friends, find support, find a support group. Now, in order to do that, people, we actually have to pull off the Band-Aid first, and then lance the cancer, and then acknowledge. We have to accountability, one. We have to have accountability. We have to have accountability, okay? We have to acknowledge that someone else is doing something. Now, I will take this video and I will find that lady that's just brushing us off like, I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered, my darling. Are you kidding me? What? So, and then we have our neighbors. Hi, she's one of the cool ones, though. She doesn't discuss. She doesn't want to play with Skylar, but that's okay. You know, whatever. Whatever. You know, in Richmond, I had nothing but black, everybody but white friends. And then I had white friends, and then in heaven, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay, so they're beeping at all the people that'll come by here, and they'll come in here and skip the bus, and they'll come down here, right? I'm documenting everything. I'm documenting everything. So, last year, last year was just the push off straight ostracization, okay? That was just complete marginalization, okay? This is what white people get. Just in case. Dear black people, dear Spanish people, dear Hispanic. It's a Hispanic. You're not Spanish, you're Hispanic, okay? Right. I mean, I know that because Spain is a country, and then you have Hispaniola. There's a big confusion with that. I'm here to straighten all of that out. Anyway, so with this is a family right here that they don't mess with us too much anymore. They've already gone through their whole little shunning process, and then they saw David and his major, you know, like everybody's got that halo effect. Okay, right. So I told that lady that David Lee Hamlin, the NSA, he's a major in the Army.